Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Here now, 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
Again, it's Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Here's a give to Mixon. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
They run for it with Mixon. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A handoff to Mixon. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. This 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Mixing up the middle. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 3rd down, Mixon. And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short. Call it no gain on the play as it takes us to the end of the first quarter. Texans football to start quarter 2. As they've got it looking at 4th and less than a yard. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
All right.
They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Now a handoff for Pierce. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. 2nd down and 6 now.
All right.
They go again with Pierce. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Stroud. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Here we go.
Now Stroud. Flushed out right. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Well, certainly not how they drew it up. A fourth down gamble turns into a fourth down scramble, but all is well. First down.
Here we go.
Pierce is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Once more, it's Pierce. And this time he is in. Dameon Pierce taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Texans post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. And what a way to cap off the opening touchdown drive. You go for 2 and you get it.
Remember when the PAT or the extra point was a gimme, right? Not plus 99%. It's not that way anymore, so more people are willing to take a chance, go for 2, and take the kicker a little bit out of the game.
Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Looking middle, it's caught by Gronkowski. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Hurts. That'll be caught by Hester. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down. Here's Hurts to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. This one taken in by Hester. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Throwing is Hurts. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We were certainly treated to an entertaining
Welcome
first
back.
half.
Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Over the middle, this one into the hands of Hester. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking middle, and that's complete. And taking it midfield and inside the 45. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Short throw complete to Gronkowski. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man and try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
They'll look to throw again. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Will Anderson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dalton Schultz, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
And he is not going to make it to the end zone. The defense stands tall, and they're going to hold on to their 8-6 lead. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. Looking deep for his tight end Gates. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Antonio Gates. 66 yards. And the Texans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Hey, when you're thinking about your opening drive in the 3rd quarter, you're thinking about exactly that, putting together a drive. But instead, what did we get?
Big pass downfield, touchdown. I thought, okay, just sitting back in my chair, let's get eased in, a couple runs. No, boom.
Yeah, forget the body blows, folks. Let's throw the big shot right now.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes this a 9-point game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive. and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a third down. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. This is caught. Touchdown. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Aubrey good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Right, Tony. Look to high. Right to Texas.
Stroud back to throw. That's caught by Johnson. Through the middle of the field. Touchdown, Houston. Andre Johnson, 72 yards. And the Texans use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
To throw it, Stroud. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on a 2-point try.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none, because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. This is 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And that's complete to Brown. Still going inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Eagles have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do?
And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. Here's 1st down.
On the quick, right?
Now Stroud. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Stroud to throw it. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long.
White, Tony. Look at hot. 19 Texans.
Stroud. Looking deep for Bennett. And got his man complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Here's Stroud. And this is caught inside the 5. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Aubrey now for the PAT. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off by the late touchdown. It's a 7-point lead here in the final minute of the game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles now. Down 28-21. 23 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Escaping the... And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. He's back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. This ball intercepted. Picked off by the former Eagle, Brian Dawkins. And the Texans are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. So this one in the win column for the Texans. And it was thanks in large part to the play of their 2nd-year quarterback.
Yeah, he was just on target all afternoon with 3 touchdown passes. They couldn't find a way to stop him, and ultimately, he guided them to victory.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.